So you know what I've been thinking about a little bit today. I've been thinking about like relationships and not just when it comes to like a man and a woman relationship, but just like friendships, family ships, relationships, all that good stuff. And I was just thinking about like when there are beefs in a family, like do people actually try to like heal relationships anymore? And when there's a beef between two people, say for instance, two aunts or two cousins or something like that, who's the person that says, hey, y'all shouldn't be doing this, y'all are family and y'all need to stick together? It doesn't seem like, or I'll just say, like, where I've been lately, it doesn't seem like people really do that anymore. And I think everybody is in this thing of like, well, I tried it before and, you know, it doesn't work, so I'm cutting them off type of attitude. And it's so stupid to, when you think about it, like try to cut somebody off, because honestly, those are the people that are probably going to be needed at some point in your life. If anything was to happen, those are the people that are going to come to your funeral if you died and mourn the fact that y'all never got to say anything, you never got to mend the relationship. It's just really weird. I feel like back in the day when I was younger, I remember a lot more of people saying, hey, y'all, y'all family. I know I used to do it. Honestly, I haven't done it anymore just because I felt like I've been tired of just being like kicked in the back, and people will like dog me out and kick me in the back and then act like I'm the one that's wrong. But at the same time, like I do still love my people. So it's like it hurts that that is the situation. But at the same time, it's like, but do you really feel like dealing with that again? Like, I don't know. How do y'all deal with that? How do y'all deal with that? If it's like in your family, especially, like honestly, when it comes to like friendships, if you've done me wrong like multiple times, like honestly, it's probably just not going to work again. But when it comes to blood, you want it to work because it's blood or because it's family. And like, even then, sometimes it's still like, I ain't here for that. How do you be here for that though? Like, how do you not be here for that, but how do you heal your mind and get to the point where you feel like you can literally forgive 70 times 7, like the Bible says? How do you feel like that? And I know people say things like, I just forgive and forget, which is like continue to just be around that person or those people, that environment, even though you know that it's not really good for you. Or on the other hand, people say, I can forgive you, but I won't forget and I'm not going to be around you. But then it's like when you think of that person or that person's name is mentioned, like earlier, I mentioned a person's name and I saw like the look on somebody's face of like, because that's not their person, but it's like, how do you get to the point where you can forgive that person for what they said or what they did and not have those like negative feelings still? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that work? Because even for me, I feel like, okay, I forgave them, whatever. They said what they was going to say, and hey, whatever. You can't change people. That's the thing. Like, you can't change people. If people are gossips, they're going to gossip, right? If they're liars, they're going to lie. If they just are people who are unloyal and they tell your business or whatever the case is, people are going to be who they are, right? But it's like, how do you say, I don't even care, when you know that you care, because that's your family and it hurts and you really don't want to have a negative relationship between you, but it's there? How does that work? And then when you talk to people, a lot of times when you talk to people and you say, hey, what's going on between us, you know, because I thought that we squashed this like years ago, but every once in a while it seems to keep coming up, and, you know, you seem to keep acting different. And then when I ask you what's going on, you say it's nothing. So, but it's something. Like, what's going on? And they keep saying it's nothing. Like, or when you see people, they act like, da da da. But then at the same time, you know that they don't like you, or you know that behind your back they have a lot to say. How do you deal with that when you want to keep the peace at the same time? And see, that's the thing that gets tricky, because it's like people feel like by not saying anything that I'm keeping the peace. But there is no peace when it's war inside of you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're still thinking about it. You still hurt about it, or you're still mad about it, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So that's not keeping the peace, especially when you can clearly see that there is still a beef there, or riff, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm just wondering, like, how do people deal with that? Honestly, I do not have the answers. I'm asking for a friend, for me and a friend, because I just honestly want to know. That's it. I just want to know. Sometimes I be having random thoughts, and y'all gonna get to know me very well on here, because I am very random a lot of times. But I just be wanting to, like, hear the thoughts and answers of people, honestly, that I don't know. I feel like people that you do know, sometimes people have things to say that make sense, and then sometimes people just be saying stuff almost like we want to say something that's going to sound good, but it's really not any action behind it that really is adding up. So just wondering. Comment below. Let me know what y'all think. Peace. Look, however you want to leave it. Bye, y'all. Bye. Thank you for watching.